I am officially on chapter 43, so let's catch up on some stuff. First off, Taln. Taln, where is he? Because they're talking about him as like he's the herald that never broke. But if I'm remembering this correctly, the last time I saw Taln was Amaram breaking him out. So, do they know he's gone? Does Amaram have him, like, hidden somewhere? Does anyone know about that any of that even happened? Also, the Stormfather mentioned that Koldanar is like a dark spot for him. Like, he can't see it. That's pretty worrying. And so the Skybreakers are the only order of the Radiants that did not break their oaths. So, is Taln also a Skybreaker, just like Nin is? Or how does that work? And then Helleran was a Skybreaker acolyte, and it is assumed that he tried to kill Amaram to prove himself to Nin to then become a full Skybreaker, I guess? But they mentioned that there's another Surgebinder in Amaram's army, and it's not Kaladin. So that's pretty wild. It better not be Amaram. And then we got a chapter with Teft, and I have a special place in my heart for addicts and people that, like, go through real struggles or struggle with things that are, like, out of their control. Poor guy. Poor guy. And the fact that he now has to live with the fact that he turned his parents in as heretics. They died because of it, but they were kind of right. The Radiants were coming back. That's rough. That is rough. I do love that Bridge 4 showed up, and they're like, come on, Teft, let's get him out of here. Those are good friends. And then the following chapter, in the epigraph, it said, Sephandrius, bearer of the first gem? First off, that's Hoyd. Secondly, bearer of the first gem? That sounds important. And then Dalinar has a vision with Gox, the kid emperor from Edge Dancer, and that was pretty great. And then it gets even better because Lift shows up in the vision, which, listen, Dalinar's my number 1, Adolin's my number 2, Lift is my number 3 Stormlight character. I love Lift. So she showed up in the vision. She's like, oh, hey, what's going on? But the Stormfather is really upset that she's there. And it's like, that's impossible. How is she here? And then she's like, all right, see you later. Also, don't trust Dalinar because he has a nice butt. Lift. I love her so much. But the Stormfather was like, no, she's a real problem. And the Night Watcher is involved. But the Night Watcher was also involved with Dalinar, and he was less upset. He's like, it's not the same thing. He's like, that's unnatural, talking about Lift. My guess is that Lift's boon is that she doesn't age, right? Like, she stopped at 10, and now she's like 3 years past that, and it's like unnatural, and maybe that's what the Stormfather was talking about, like the Night Watcher went too far, making her not age. Is that it? But I never thought that I would ever see Dalinar talking to Lift, and I just think that's great. And I think it's really funny that she's like, he's old, and he has, like, a nice butt, so you can't trust him. Let's get out of here. And Gox is like, all right, see you later. Delightful.